Every Saturday morning, I push off that deep desire I have to stay in bed. I peel off my warm comforter, gingerly place my feet onto the cold tile floor, and get dressed quickly to visit my grandmother, Savta. Savta lives alone on the other side of Haifa. Aside from Saturday being a day off, it's also Shabbat. I don't do much by way of Shabbat, but Savta does. She keeps all the rules and all the customs. When I come to visit on Shabbat, Savta always serves her home-baked challah bread, and I make the Kiddush blessing over sweet wine. Together, to Savta's great delight, we eat her old-style Jerusalem kugel. Every week, we keep each other company, discuss whatever is on Savta's still sharp mind, and touch the traditions that go back millennia. One morning, Savta put down her cup of tea and announced,
"I don't want you to take a bus to get to me on Shabbat anymore."
"What? You don't want me to visit?"
"Of course I want you to visit,"
Savta said, smiling.
"but not on public bus on Shabbat. There shouldn't even be a bus service on Shabbat. This country feels so much less Jewish than when I was a child. What is this country for if it doesn't feel Jewish? So please, don't take buses to get to me on Shabbat anymore."
"But doesn't my visit to you on Shabbat make you feel Jewish?" I asked.
"It's what gives me personal pleasure, but it's not what makes the country feel Jewish. A country feels Jewish by how its public spaces look and feel. Of course, individuals should do what they want, but the country as a whole needs to preserve and strengthen its sense of Jewishness."
"So what does that mean? You want me to take a taxi to you on Shabbat instead?"
"Yes,"
said Savta. "What? Taxi drivers don't have to keep Shabbat?" I pressed.
"Taxi drivers are individuals who can decide their own personal practice just like me and you. I don't mind you breaking Shabbat to get here. Your religiosity is your business, but buses are a government business. A public statement shutting down buses on Shabbat says something about the importance of national symbols of rest on Shabbat."
"Oh, Savta, I don't know. That feels like you're trying to have your kugel and eat it too. Either the country should impose rules for Shabbat or it shouldn't. Taxis okay, but buses not? It sounds really inconsistent." I paused. "And anyway, 20% of the country isn't Jewish. What about them?" Savta pursed her lips.
"I've said what I have to say. You do with it what you want."
The conversation was over. Both she and I knew that I would start taking taxis. I wasn't going to leave her all alone on Shabbat for the right to take public transportation. And besides, my taking a taxi wasn't going to change municipal policy overnight anyway. But it didn't sit right with me. I knew this was going to be an ongoing disagreement between us for some time to come.